Welcome back to the Wise Journey as we explore the motor clothes role. This episode, we get to talk more with Laura Barrera with Reno Harley-Davidson. Let's send it right on over to Nate.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wise Journey. This is an awesome podcast that we've been running for some time now, and wanted to introduce another guest. If you wanted to introduce yourself and say what you do for the company.
I'm Laura, and I work for Mortar Clothes.
Okay. So for some people, they don't know what that is. So could you elaborate on what is Motor Clothes?
So when people come in, we help them get fitted for helmets, for gear, if they're looking for a jacket, the riding pants, anything that they need to be safe and comfortable on a motorcycle, we help with that. And then the merchandise, of course, our local merchandise, or also we do the VIPs for when the guys make a sale. We usually take it over after they're done with them, and we kind of help them get familiar with the different helmets and the different gear again. So we just make sure that when they leave the store, they're good to go.
Okay.
And feel comfortable and safe.
Yeah, and it's interesting, the different dynamic between auto and the Harley side is I'm not thinking I'm going to put on my helmet before I get into my Honda.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more that goes into it. So it makes more sense to have someone working in motor clothes that has the knowledge of like knowing different variations of helmets, because I only know a few.
Yeah.
But even those helmets have different things on them or features.
Yeah, we get that a lot, even like with veteran riders, especially replacing a helmet that they've had for so long that they don't want to let go of. It's usually kind of like it's kind of fun, introducing them to new styles and stuff that they have never even heard of. But it's for their safety. So
right.
It's fun.
And you look cool wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gear's not weird. I always come to Harley and I'm like, I have to buy something. So for you being here, the how long that you've been here, as far as growth, where do you see yourself growing into? Like, what are some hopes you might have as far as, I know it's still fairly new.
It is.
So
yeah.
it might be a loaded question, but it's more of like talking to your future self of like, where do you see yourself?
Like for the company?
Yeah, just as a whole, like for you in general.
For me in general, I really hope to get on a bike soon.
Okay, so you're not on a bike yet.
No, what brought me into Harley was I was looking at a bike.
Okay.
And then I ended up just loving the environment here. And I heard they were hiring.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it because I wanted to really learn about it.
Okay.
So, that's how it all started. And now I'm here and I'm just, hoping to learn more.
Did you think you would be here? Like
no.
Now being in it? Yeah.
No. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And, we've been doing more events in the community and stuff as well. So it's really fun to just see the different people. Because it's not just people get the idea that it's one type of biker, and it's really all kinds from so many different places and so many different environments and different, races and stuff. So it's really fun to just see how they all come together, and it's just, one big family.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's funny you say that because it leads into my next question. What does being a part of Harley mean? Like, what do you love most about Harley as a whole? Not just here, but just in general.
Just that, being a part of that community, that not even, it's not just a community, it's like a worldwide thing. Because working in motor clothes, I've met bikers from France, from Italy, from Portland, from, Portuguese. Seeing that it's just a worldwide, everybody loves it. It's not just a small franchise for, the States. It's big. And
Yeah.
I love that. I love learning the different bikes, what they're into, how they view it. So I'm a person who will ask questions and get to know the person I'm helping.
Yeah.
Not only because I need to know what they're looking for, but it's like, hey, where are you coming from? Where are you visiting from?
'Cause you
we
never
get
know.
them from all over the world. So I love being part of that.
Yeah, no, that's cool to be like it feels like you're at the airport almost. Like you
Yeah.
never know who you're going to run into, where they're from, because there are all walks of life. I mean, Shannon, did you saw Harley in Jamaica? Yeah, yeah.
That is awesome.
She was in Jamaica and sent Matt a photo of a Harley in Jamaica.
That is awesome.
Like, I didn't even know that was
Yeah.
a thing.
When we get to talking to people, they always show us photos from everywhere. Like a woman showed me photos from the Tokyo Harley, and that place is insane. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go and see different Harleys all over the world.
That would be
That's
cool.
awesome. It's great to be part of that.
I think I found an item to put on my bucket list.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was like that till I started working here and I started to see and
It's like it opened your eyes, kind of.
Yeah. So it's really
Interesting.
cool.
Okay. Well, before we close, is there any closing statement, maybe a message to anyone new that's starting out? Because you kind of hit that trial period of starting out.
Right.
So maybe like a message of comfortability for someone that's like, I don't know how it's going to be.
Don't be nervous. Go for it because you won't regret it. We deal with a lot of new riders.
Okay.
And at first they're nervous, and then we see them a week later or two, even months later, and they're like, oh, it's so awesome. It's one of the best decisions they've made. And they come back and they visit, and they're so happy, and their whole aura changed.
Nice.
So they're not nervous. They're not like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right.
I don't even know.
I regret this.
No, they always come back and want more.
Okay.
And are excited for more. Even if they're trading their bike, doing an upgrade or their gear, it's always just, it's a, how would I say it? It's a good hobby.
Okay.
A good investment, right?
Right. So the flip side of that, for the actual last question, what is a message you can give to a new employee that is just starting? Because I know you're still fairly new.
Yeah.
But
don't be intimidated.
Okay. Can you
I
elaborate
was
on
at
that?
first.
Okay.
Not knowing anything about Harleys. I have family who rides, but of course I didn't know exactly what the
What it
bikes were,
was.
what it is. I just knew I love being around the bikes and going on rides every now and then with my uncles or my cousins. I was really intimidated coming in because I didn't know anything. And it took not too long for me to start grasping it and
Okay.
learning it. And then it's just, as the more you learn, when you put that aside, like being scared or intimidated, you want to.
Yes.
I know I've wanted to.
Yeah. And it becomes a drive.
Yeah. So then it's like, oh, I wonder what this does, or what is this for? And then now I find myself wanting to know the bikes. I went from learning helmets and gear to just wanting to know more about what a bike does, what it's capable of, stuff like that. So just don't be intimidated.
That's a good spot to end it on. Well, thank you so much, Laura, for coming on, and we look forward to seeing the growth that you have with Wise.
Thank you.
Thank you.